were established under an endowment that was given to us by Khazanah to be a grant maker. And the areas in which we look at are in education, equity, poverty eradication, which is our community development work. We have environment, arts and cultural heritage. And we have a knowledge pillar that anchors all of this, so we get evidence and we do research around the 4 areas that we invest in. So grant making is our bread and butter. That's running, but obviously there are a lot of potential for philanthropy. There's a bigger role that philanthropy can play. So our grant making gives us insights. It gives us credibility. It keeps us grounded and rooted to the knowledge on the ground. But we use our power, perhaps, as philanthropy to advocate for policy reform. We use that to build capacities within our ecosystem. We do it to connect, like how we're doing today with the AVPN Global Conference Partnership. So that's the other things that we do to move the social impact ecosystem in the country. So, when we started, I always tell this story. It felt like we were like a small startup, and we had to take off. And so we were kind of flying the plane and fixing it at the same time because we couldn't wait. We had to take off. And so the foundation has gone through a learning journey ourselves, right? So we started off with a vision, everything was on paper, we had to implement that and take off at the same time. And then as we were going along, the pandemic happened, right? So that was a good 2.5 years out of our 8-year journey. And that was a large sort of pivot for us as well, because at that moment, we were then required to do more. Just because of the needs of society, and we started to work so much closer with government during that time, because government was also reaching out for assistance, and we started managing stimulus package funding that was coming out during the pandemic that the government was and we were sort of the conduit to social enterprises, civil society, and then to communities. So that kind of gave us another way of working, which actually scaled the level of our work, because where we actually had a matching grant component with government, where government matched the funding that Yayasan is giving. So that was one sort of curve or pivot, if you may, for the foundation. And then I think today, in the last 3 days, everyone's talking about blended finance and how do you mesh all of these different types of capital together, and so that we can connect and get clarity to the types of capital and where to play and how to invest. And I think this is very exciting, actually, because I really think the future is the impact economy, and events like this, I think, generates those insights. And I was saying just now in my panel that Malaysia, a population with kind of the size of Jakarta, 35 million people. And it's a very exciting sort of sandbox, if you may, or a test lab for many innovations. We've got good, diverse people, very high quality talent. And, I think so. I'm quite excited that all of many of the impact investors are in the room, are in Kuala Lumpur, and getting to know this ecosystem a lot better. And I'm hoping that something good come out of this 3 days. I do, to be honest. For the longest time, I've been hearing about this, but the panel before in the morning did a quick poll, right? Everyone, have a post heard of blended finance? Most hands went up. Have you seen any real projects in blended finance? All the hands went down. So I think it's a new area. I remember when the sustainability and ESG came into on the business side, that we needed to build capacity of sustainability managers and sustainability leaders. What does it mean? Now we need to materially measure some of these impacts and all of that. So these are new roles, new domains of expertise. And I do honestly think, hand to heart, that it is at a point of liftoff or takeoff. And I think we're going to probably be seeing some really exciting things happening, coming out of events like this, and also studying from other models around the world. For me, it always starts and ends with the individual. And so I'm a big proponent of education and empowerment. And, today, just the notion of education has also been quite disrupted, right? Like, what is education? Primary, tertiary, secondary, primary, secondary, tertiary. That's also disrupted. But really, when I look at all of the work that we have done, where we empower and give confidence through knowledge to individuals, they thrive. It's about the personal agency. It's about empowering people in whatever that matters to them. You don't need to send the housewife to school, but you can empower her to be a person within her community, her family, and so on. So I have my heart in really empowering people, and you can empower people through many different ways. I sit on the philanthropy side. So, and my job today with this is to catalyze ideas, innovation, bigger things, right? So, I think generally, honestly, I think Malaysia is ahead, can be ahead in impact investing if we really figure it out, right? We are also leading in Islamic finance, which is another very important component of responsible financing. I think we're quite well placed with Islamic finance models, with the blended finance models that we have, to showcase and demonstrate innovations, and hopefully that will spark ideas, inspire, and get more people to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, at least from the 3 days that we're here today.